Hello and welcome to Batman Arkham Asylum. I will be your game master, and with me is Ice Bear
Hello.
and Maddragon249.
Yo yo.
Yeah, so this has been a long time coming, and I am so excited for it. This will be a mostly competent run. Don't expect too much. This was all recorded in a single day, and it was on a summer's day, so I was like melting because I live in Australia. But I love this game. It's one of my It's in my top 5 favorite games of all time. That's how much I like it. So why don't you guys tell me about your experiences with Batman? Ice Bay, you go first because Mad Dragon's going to shit all over it.
Well, I for one enjoyed it. I don't tend to play an awful lot of sort of action games like this one. Well, I haven't done for a while anyway. But for the large part, I had fun with this. I didn't very much enjoy the Scarecrow sections, but
You are the minority on that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because me and Vertigo, I think we gave you a good beating last time you said that.
Yeah, well, I stand by it.
They're seriously the best part of the game. Also, heads up for everyone, minor spoilers for Arkham Knight here, super minor, but they recreate the opening of Arkham Asylum in Arkham Knight, which I find amazing. So it's so cool to see it happen, because this opening is in Gotham, and you only get to explore Gotham in Arkham Knight, and so it's cool that they ended up recreating this scene.
That's true. I forgot that. Yeah, because you're not actually in Arkham.
Yeah, because
the Arkham Knight.
Yeah, so for those not aware of Arkham Asylum and how it relates to Gotham, Arkham Asylum is basically Alcatraz of Gotham. Would you say that's an alright explanation of it, Ice Bear?
I'd say it's a decent explanation, Raven. I'd go as far as to say decent.
Alright, cool, thanks. Now, Mad Dragon, what about you? What is your opinion of it? Of the Arkham Asylum game? What was that? Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Good, it's a good game, yeah.
I'm so glad we got this recorded.
Well, no, it's a good game. I played it, completed it, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it.
Batman's just
This was actually the game to make me actually care about Batman and stuff like that, so... Also, voice acting wise, we've got Mark Hamill as the Joker, which is amazing because he's the best Joker and no one else can be the Joker.
I've only got a lot of the voice actors from the animated series.
Yep, that's correct. They've gotten, I think, every voice actor from the animated series, or at the very least the majority of them. I know Harley Quinn is the same voice actor from the animated series, but that's only for this game, which is weird. For the rest of the Arkham games, it's Tara Strong, who voices Timmy Turner from The Fairly Odd Parents.
And hundreds of other things.
Yeah. So Quincy Sharp here, he's an original character for the Arkham Asylum games. This is the first game he's ever appeared in.
Things as well. I know he played. He was a character in The Force Unleashed or something like that. He was one of the Jedi. They hunt down.
See, I haven't played Force Unleashed in ages.
He was in the Revenge of the Sith game, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. He might have actually been in both. It was kind of a movie time, but it was a surprisingly good game.
Yeah.
It was alright. I remember playing it back on PS2.
I had fun with it. General Grievous can get fucked though.
Oh, cool.
So I really like this opening. It's annoying as shit to go through on replays. One of the main things I want the Arkham games to add is a chapter select. Yeah. But it does a really good job at setting the atmosphere. Half-Life was the first game to do something like this, where you just get a feel for how the world is, and then shit hits the fan, and then you see what's going on. What were you giggling about?
When?
Just a few seconds ago.
I think it was probably the fact that you were moving forward one step at a time, and the security guards would then all move a single step as well. I thought you were going to do this for the entire approach, but no.
This game's graphics, I think they still look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, I was surprised when I first played it because I realized that it had obviously been quite a long time.
Yeah. And it's weird because like he looks a lot like he does in the animated series in terms of like how he's built. In fact, everyone is a bit too bulky for my liking, especially Commissioner Gordon. He looks like a fucking pro wrestler. But they looks really realistic while also being incredibly comic book looking. So I like how they've managed to make that sort of fusion.
Sure. Yeah, I thought Killer Croc in particular looked very realistic.
Oh my god, it is my favorite like version of Killer Croc. Also written by Paul Dini. Paul Dini is amazing. He is like one of the best writers for the Batman series in general, and I think the fact that he didn't write Batman Arkham Knight is the reason why that game's story was so shit. So I'm glad he was writing this story because it's great. That's actually one of my more controversial opinions is I think the story of Arkham Asylum is actually really good.
Ooh. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. You heard it here first, everyone.
Yeah, so up ahead we've got Steve Bloom making his first appearance in this game, so that's always a plus. Yeah.
That guy is literally in every game.
He has the Guinness World Record for most voice acting in games, I think.
And
And
the thing is, it's the same voice in every game.
well,
Is this
sometimes
Baker or
no,
Steve Bloom.
Steve Bloom. Yeah,
Steve? Okay.
and Jennifer Hale is the female counterpart who hosts has that record. I like Steve Bloom, but I don't like him when he's using his like gruff voice. I like him when he's doing like Spike from Cowboy Bebop. I like that voice a lot more. You've watched Cowboy
It's kinda
Bebop,
like,
right?
yeah, well, it's kind of like H. John Benjamin, isn't it? Because he does Archer and Bob's Burgers, and it's the same voice basically
Yeah.
for both, which is his voice. It's his normal voice. He just has a good voice, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, here we get to see Killer Croc. I absolutely... When I first played this game on PC, the lighting made me just... gasp in awe. Because it was so good. I'm playing the PS3 version here, as you probably could tell from the XMB in the start, but the lighting is still pretty good. But PC is definitely the way to play this game, I think. I much prefer the keyboard and mouse for this game. God, he looks so good.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Yeah, so that's my favorite incarnation of Killer Croc. Have any of you here seen Suicide Squad, like the promotional posters they've got for that?
I didn't. Is Killer Croc meant to be in there?
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean, it doesn't look like him at all. It looks like some guy with weird paint on his face.
Oh,
But it looks absolutely dreadful. And in Arkham Knight, they've also got Killer Croc in there, but he doesn't have the same design that he did in here, and he looks absolutely dreadful. He looks closer to his Suicide Squad version, which is just weird.
Not where you're going.
so what is the comic book
God.
sort of ideal image of Killer Croc then exactly? Is he like just a big crocodile thing?
Fucked if I know. I think it's... I don't read much Batman, if I'm honest. Arkham Knight is where I get most of my knowledge of the Batman verse from.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
do
looking at
know
a
that he
picture
was...
of
Sorry?
Suicide Squad now. I just
Yeah,
found
and-
a picture of what he looks like in Suicide Squad, and it looks dreadful.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me,
I
If
do
you're gonna
know...
do Killer Croc,
never
do
let
it
me
as
catch you this
like,
easily.
you know,
Do it like the animated series or this game.
yeah, like an actual like Croc.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be a normal guy who's just been like mutated and has like this weird skin condition that's turned him into this, I think, and he was like basically turned into a monster by society because they treated him like one. But if he just looks like some fucking weird guy in makeup with a hoodie on, like That's not scary. That's just comical. And he's not the Joker, so don't do that.
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest has arrived.
I do quite like the way he's sort of, it's, well, I guess it is kind of like the Half-Life parallels again, where it's, pretty heavily foreshadowing the fact that stuff's going to go wrong.
Yeah, they're just letting you see the status quo before they mess it all up.
I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
I love how he just loves to taunt them. Anyway, here's Commissioner Gordon, this beefcake. Look at him! He's the same height as Batman!
Commissioner Gordon with Raven admiring him.
But it's just ridiculous.
Isn't that also the same voice actor as Quincy Sharp?
No. Different people.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they're different people. Thankfully, Arkham Knight redoes Commissioner Gordon's design like pretty much entirely, also to make him look more human. And I actually prefer it because it looks closer to that of the animated series, where he's a lot more short and wimpy looking. Which is
this
good.
one doesn't look like Gary Oldman at all. What's up with that?
Actually, that's funny that you mentioned that. They've got a new voice actor as well, and he sounds a lot like Gary Oldman. So you'd like that.
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the game. Just what the Joker says here.
Mm.
Joke's on you.
Yeah. Such a Joker line. I love it.
Honey, I'm home. Come on in.
How can they let this happen? How can it...
Because
This is supposed to be one of the most heavily defended, like...
Well, they had a
places in
lot
Arkham.
of prisoners from Blackgate moved there, like on short notice, didn't they? Because of the fire.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that they caused
So they've been
some kind of
planning
chaos.
this in advance for quite a few months. They explain it later. So that was me trying to get used to the controls again, because I forgot that I
Yeah, you got
selected
hit
hard
straight
difficulty,
away.
and on hard you don't get the counter prompts. So whoops. So you got to actually look at people to see if they're attacking you to counter them. Hey, trophy. Expect to see quite a few trophies pop up during this playthrough, because this is on.
Yeah,
because
PlayStation,
because this is on a account with no trophies.
Oh, I see.
So, well, not no
Needs to be
trophies, but no
trophies.
trophies for this game.
Is this so you don't get bothered online or anything?
What do you mean?
Well, like, do you have an account or something that doesn't have
Oh no, I just wanted to get
like
trophies on.
online for the sake of? Oh, right, you just wanted more trophies.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, I've already got so many hours racked on it on PC. Might as well give the PS3 version a shot again, since this is what I first played it on. And I had a hop-hog, so I was like, I kind of want to use that. What game should I play? How about one of my favorite games of all time, Batman Arkham Asylum?
You know what? That makes sense.
Here's one of the first Riddler trophies, and you should make sure to get this right after the fight, because otherwise you're going to have to pick it up when you come back. You will have to come back anyway, because there's the Riddler's room to your right in this area, and you've got to scan it to complete a puzzle. So, fun times ahead.
I started out caring about Riddler trophies and then gave up when I realized that I couldn't
So
solve all the
I've
puzzles.
done all of Arkham City's Riddler puzzles, so going back to Arkham Asylum, it's like, oh, it's such a cakewalk. Because it's so
Smaller.
so fewer.
Yeah.
It's smaller. You've got fewer gadgets, so it's a lot simpler. It's gonna take me
Yeah,
years
keep
before I
destroying
even.
the teeth though. I always did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it when you get the triple batarang and you can destroy all three of them at once. It's like, yes, that's how I like it.
I'm sure I ever got that upgrade.
Oh, I think at the end of this I get all the upgrades. I'm not sure. This is probably the best time to talk about it, since we're not going to have much downtime, but I think this game has the best UI out of all of the Arkham games, because it has a very strong comic book motif to it, or graphic novel sort of look to it, and the other ones look more electronic-y.
I do like the bat theme for experience and whatnot.
Yeah. They keep that in Arkham City, which is a bit weird when you're playing as Catwoman. Why does she collect bats as XP? Well, cats should be running around or something.
If you get killed as Catwoman, do a bunch of cats turn up and bring you back to life.
I wish. I totally wish that would happen.
Yeah.
But unfortunately not. Or fortunately, I guess it depends how you look at it. So this is our first tutorial, I guess, on how to use the gargoyles. And we're going to defeat Saz.
This gameplay is so good.
Yeah, it is. It's weird to think about it now, because so many games have it, but this was the first game to introduce stuff like detective vision and the free-flow combat that so many games have nowadays.
It's like after this, like, there's so many games that just, like, copy this combat, you know?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, Shadows of Mordor, Sleeping Dogs, Mad Max, the list goes on.
It's just, like, the norm now.
Yeah.
You know, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, so a lot of people going back nowadays may not see it as anything too special, but you gotta remember, like, that sort of combat was incredibly innovative for the time.
In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming. And
So what do you guys think about Harley Quinn's outfit in this?
One chance to surrender.
camping bath.
How does it differ from the normal one? Because I've only played this Arkham game.
It's normally all, like, latex. She's covered head to toe in it.
Oh, like a sort of
Harley Quinn.
like some kind of Harlequin, yeah.
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 Oracle, I'm here.
Yeah, so,
He's in control.
I'm okay.
I guess it kind of
with
provides some kind of subtext as to how she might have snuck into the place. Like she might not have been in proper Harley Quinn attire and might have been dressed as a sort of conspicuous nurse that was actually as her real person. I don't know where I'm going.
Her real name
Although
is
she used to
Harleen
work at Arkham
Quinzel.
Asylum, didn't
Yeah.
she? She used to.
She used to
Yeah.
work at Arkham.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's very familiar with it. In Arkham Origins, you actually see her and the Joker start to fall in love. And by her and the Joker falling in love, I mean the Joker talking about Batman and Harley thinking she's talking about him. Or he's talking about her, rather.
Oh.
And what's interesting is that in the later games, they actually kind of make it seem that Harley has, what's the term, dissociative personality disorder or something like that? Where she's got multiple different personalities.
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like
So
Kind of like the Joker, or
it's maybe closer to Two-Face, but she's like got more control of it.
yeah.
So because she's got Harley Quinn, who's insane, and Harleen, who's normal.
decontamination room.
But they only really briefly touch on that in a, like, 20-minute DLC, so I probably wouldn't look too deep into that.
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
I don't know. Am I?
I mean, he said they're dead, not that they're, that they can be rescued, so no.
Yeah.
They're dead. Why would I help dead people?
This isn't a simple escape attempt. Joker's been planning this.
Well, there you go, Batman. They don't call you the world's greatest detective for nothing.
Yeah. Something that I actually don't like about this game is how little actual detective work there is in it. Also, there was my
That was a
hotbog
pretty
messing
simple
up.
save. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all you missed was like a little explosion.
I'm going after the animal who did this.
So this is
Strange how
actually...
all these security guards just need lifting up onto the thing that they're hanging from. Like,
Well, here's a villain. Blackguard prison member. You saved me, I can't believe... Oh.
psych.
Madragon, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still, just watching.
Okay. And by watching it, do you mean playing Final Fantasy XIV?
Do you not trust me not to play it?
No.
I'm professional, I'm not playing it.
So there are Riddler trophies here that you've also got to make sure to get rid of. It's always worth destroying them for the XP.
Yeah.
And even if...
Not much of a hassle, from what I remember.
Yeah, some can be if you don't get them as you go, because, oh my god, if you're looking for like the one extra Riddler Joker teeth that you're missing, it's just like, ugh, so annoying. And there it is. That was the one that I was missing. So on PC, these doors open a lot quicker because your hard drive can load the next area a lot quicker than the PS3 can. So that's another reason why it's better.
The old... What? These aren't load screens, they're just slowly opening doors, or are they?
It's more cinematic if it's...
Yeah, no, I prefer those loading screens. It's just, you know, well, prefer them to loading screens. It's just, you know, quite funny sometimes when things obviously are.
Yeah, I think the first game to do that was Jak and Daxter, or Jak 2 maybe? Like the slow loading things. Maybe Metroid Prime. But I remember those two games are what suffer for it a lot. Just like doors taking forever to open.
Oh, I just like to say thank you to Firefox for crashing in the middle of this video now.
Are you struggling to keep up here then? You're not up to date with this. Oh, it's like a couple of minutes over, but he's let one of the abomination things out of the doodad, basically. Do you want audio descriptors here, Mad Dragon, or?
I don't know, what time are we on?
21, 34, 35. I might be a second or two behind Raven, but
yeah. Well, you got it about right.
Okay.
It's 41. There we go.
Yeah, that'll do.
So I have a piece of advice for everyone. Do not get the health upgrades until like the very last upgrades that you need, because they are pretty much pointless, because everything else is so much better. What's like...
Wow, I wish I'd listened to that. I'm pretty sure I went for health probably quite early on.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't do that, because if like, just avoid their hits. That's all you need to do, and you'll probably be able to kill them quicker if you have more moves.
A lot of it's just like dodging and countering.
Yeah.
So, you know, really we shouldn't get hit.
Yeah,
exactly.
I didn't especially like... well, I was alright with it at first, but these enemies, like, you get quite a few of them early on. Not just the Abomination, but I think also one or two of the bosses. That they all have this kind of pattern of moves where you just sort of keep your distance, wait for them to charge, and then throw a thingamajig, and then...
Yeah, you don't actually have to throw a batarang at them here. This is just to teach you to dodge them. This is a... I don't know if it's done on a timer or if it's based on damage you give to him, but just after a while he'll get a heart attack, and that'll be the end of that.
I kind of like that you're fighting this guy until he dies of more natural causes.
Yeah, so this is like still pretty much the tutorial for how these bosses will actually work.
From what I can remember, it's like pretty much the only boss, like, isn't it?
It must be on a timer.
No, that's Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy is also different.
Oh yeah, the big plant thing. Yeah.
Yeah. She has 10,000 polygons? No, 100,000 polygons, I think. She was very well detailed.
Trophies are popping up everywhere.
Yeah. I moved through this game at a pretty quick pace since I played through it about 13 times now, something like that. It's a really short game, so those playthroughs don't take that long. I think I've done 100% playthroughs of it maybe 3 times though.
How you can play it so much.
I like it.
It's interesting that he refuses to kill the Joker at this point, but like apparently there was a lot of complaints that he kills the shit out of loads of people in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.